Hey everybody, it's me, Lynn Renee McDonald for Practical Spirituality Live. Today I'm going to do the second part of that last video that I did with the crazy astrological times, that everything is here to help and assist you with everything in your life designed by love energy. We've talked about the best ways to help protect yourself and help you during everything that's going on during these times, present day, and into the future as well, and especially where we're talking about things that everything is here to help and assist you, and that you feel in your heart and you work with love to get the answers for everything that you need. So this is part 2 basically of that video, and where we left off was that I was telling you about some wonderful natural healing and tools that are in Earth World to help and assist you during these times when things are really crazy, where people are fucking losing their shit, as is the collective consciousness. All right, like this coronavirus is totally fueled by massive amounts of fear, okay? You know, like we talked about, viruses have been going on since the beginning of all time, as is death, cancers, dyings, unwellness, sickness in any way, shape, or form. It's been here. But today, universe is guiding me to do the second part of that last video that we had up from last time, which was the astrological one and the tips and tools. And so where we're going to continue is where we talked about antivirals, all right? And antiviral is something basically that helps to assist you with any kind of virus type of unwellness, right? So, as many of you may know, and universe tells me, you can get all kinds of viruses. There's all different kinds of viruses out there, all right? And one of the greatest tools that I use, here's my lovely bag of stuff. Remember my bag of stuff to help and assist me here in Earth World while I travel with this crazy Ziploc bag, usually in my suitcase for the plane, trying to make it easy when I travel, right? So I have this crazy bag of all kinds of products that help me. Some are Earth World, all right? And some are natural. I always tend to go, like I was saying, with natural, but I'm always guided by love for whatever kind of healing or assistance with my health that I need from the highest form of love. In other words, I'm always asking and working with God, what's going to help me with, let's say, this headache, that not get this virus, or feel better, or not have an upset stomach, right? Universe has a ton of everything in Earth World to help and assist us, whether we drink peppermint tea or have some peppermint tea to help us with an upset stomach, or we have like lavender tea to help us to calm down, or we use essential oils, or we use certain things in our diets, right? I mean, it's infinite, the amazing tools that are out there by love energy that is God, that help us with our health and in all ways in our lives to be our greatest us, to help and assist us, always from love. But whenever I need something, when I don't feel good, universe always guides me. I would probably say the majority of the time, 87 to 89% of the time, to something natural. Vitamin, mineral, herb, oil, dietary things, foods, right? Foods, everything. Sometimes they'll tell me, if you have a hangover and you don't feel good, eat a quart of blueberries, so you'll feel much better, right? That's one of the things that they have told me, because the berries help to increase your immune system, and there's wonderful what do you call it? I guess how you would call it, gifts and tools within the contents of the berries, what the berries are made of, that are going to help you recover quicker. Like, let's say if you have a hangover, or you drink one too many drinks, or you just don't feel good in the morning, or you're sick. And they're always going to help you with sicknesses across the board as well. All right. Of course, there are always exceptions. Some people, like if you're allergic to berries, you're not necessarily going to eat the berries. I don't advise that at all, right? So, but in your heart, always bring it to source, all right? What is the best for your best health, and what's going to help and assist you now? And that's what I always do with spirit. I'm like, okay, God, what's going to be best for me now to help myself, others? What are the best tips and tools that I need, right? And so that's what this video is, a continuation of things to help and assist you. All right, berries, what they're telling me, just so you guys know, as I'm pulling out some stuff in here, berries, are filled with antioxidants, which then again, of course, are going to help improve and assist your immune system. Okay, so those are some really good tools, dietary tools. Sometimes they'll be like, oh, you need to eat some apples, right? Because apples have wonderful components that will fight something that I'm not, let's say, I'm not feeling good in other ways, or I have a headache. Sometimes they'll tell me to do apples or pears, right? Or have a sliced apple, or have a pear. So ask Source, hey God, hey love, what is the best food for me? Whether it's berries, apples, it could be a fruit, it could be a vegetable, right? Whatever you feel in your heart that you feel called to. If suddenly you get a craving for something, or you don't feel good, hey God, hey love, what is the best food for me to eat now that's really going to be the best for me, for my best healing assistance, or to help me feel and be well, right? So that's how you do it. You talk to love all the time to get the best answers and solutions for you, right? Okay. Now, again, this video is not a replacement for seeing your doctor or traditional Western medicine, or to make your decisions for you. All right. Ultimately, you are responsible for your own healthcare decisions. This is just tips and tools from universe, from love, from universe through me with love, and things that I personally use and do, or work with spirit for the answers for me. So what I'm giving you is my formula here, some tips, tools, and guidance to help and assist you with your greatest health, especially during these times when there's crazy shit filled by fear, like the coronavirus, right? All right. So that said, one of the greatest tools that I use, all the time to help protect me is Thieves, Young Living Thieves Essential Oil. We talked a little bit about it in my last video, and the reason that we talked about it is because, all right, it is an antiviral. All right, an antiviral, what does that do? That helps you not catch viruses. It lessens, it helps you not get viruses, and it lessens the symptoms of the colds, viruses, flus that you will get, like the length that you have it. Let's say you have a cold for 2 weeks. The sooner you start using the Thieves, right, the lesser the symptoms are going to be, and the quicker you're going to get well, right? All right, and Universe guides me to tell you to mix it with a carrier oil, and it could be carrier oil. What is a carrier oil? Let's say you have a container like this awesome mason jar, right? Let's say you have a container that's half the size of this. You'd fill it with 2/3 of a carrier oil, okay? And then you would, of course, and you're going to ask Source, ask love, ask God for the best formula for you. And then you would fill it up with what you call a carrier oil. Let's say we had a container that was half this size, okay? Like a pint size mason jar. You'd fill it up 2/3 of the way, and then you would put a certain amount of drops of your Thieves oil in the top, and you'd stir it up. Now, your carrier oils could be, what do you call it? Light olive oil. It could be coconut oil, jojoba oil, or jojoba oil, or there's a couple other ones, almond oil, okay? You feel in your heart what is best for you. If you do not know, okay, you ask Source, ask love, right? You can always text me, and I'll gladly help you with this stuff as well. I'll ask Source, and we'll ask together, and you'll learn how to do this together, right? Okay, so then you're going to put your Thieves, and I'll let you know, too, how many drops you can do. But I'm sure that Young Living has all kinds of assisted materials to help you with their tools. Not saying that Young Living is my favorite company or the greatest company. I just know, guided by love energy that is God, that this is the top end, higher vibrational love energy essential oil that is fantastic. And Universe guides me to use this for my best health in terms of, and especially to protect me from viruses, as well as protect me and help to lessen the symptoms, right? Just like if you would take a decongestant, it's going to help you feel less congested, right? Same kind of thing, right? Except this is going to help fight off the virus. Therefore, your symptoms will be less, provided you use it a certain amount of times, right? And everything is guided by Source for your best wellness, right? So every day I take my Young Living mixed with my carrier oil and a certain amount of drops within that oil, right? And for me, I use 17 to 23, depending on what Universe guides me to. In other words, I take my biggest coffee mug, fill it up with light olive oil, put 17 to 23 drops in here and mix it up, right? That's what Universe guides me that is best for me. You can ask Universe what's best for you. You can consult Young Living on your website. You could even consult your doctor if your doctor is a holistic guy or might know anything about this as well. But But ultimately, ask source, hey, is this really going to help me? Is this the best stuff for me? And the reason we're talking about this is because universe is guiding me to tell you this to help you with this crazy coronavirus shit. Because everybody is, not everybody, but everybody in Earth World Society belief systems especially is freaking out about getting it. In fact, they've closed the schools here in my area in Virginia Beach. They're closing the libraries. So they've closed the schools for like 2 fucking weeks or something like that. Maybe even beyond that. Like somebody said that it's indefinite or whatever. I mean, when you start to think about it and you let fear govern your whole entire life, this is a great example of how we don't really live, right? We don't let ourselves live because we're so fucking afraid we're going to get the virus, we're going to get sick, and we're going to die, right? Because we're terrified, right? What is that? That's fear. Work with one of my videos that I just posted 2 or 3 videos ago about the coronavirus and how to clear your fear from that. Ask God that you are healthy. Ask love that you're healthiest, right? So that virus is going to help you metaphysically and in all ways to be virus free, to be sickness free, to be unwell free. If you do your spiritual work, you do what I teach and you work with love or God, right? Or universe. So in this video, they're giving me these fantastic tips to help and assist you when you don't feel good. All right, let's say you have a cold, any other kind of virus, a flu, right? You could have a flu, or even the coronavirus, right? Because an antiviral is going to help you fight off viruses. Just like, there's a medication on the market that I remember way back when that my doctor used to give me. I think it was for yeast infections, right? It was called diflucan, all right? It was an I think it was yeast infection kind of medicine, and then you would take it internally. This is years ago, right? But it was one of those medicines that's known for that, right? It helps you with yeast infections. Same thing if somebody has a herpes virus, right? Valtrex is one of the things, whether you have it on your face or in other areas. Of course, nobody wants to have viruses across the board, right? But there's tools to help you with that too in Earthworld that are natural, right? There's vitamins, minerals, herbs, amino acids. I mean, it's oils, right? There's so many different things that you can help you with to be well or to feel better and to help you be well, right? All right. And I'm not claiming that these things cure, heal, or anything like that, because again, against government regulations, it's all their legal bullshit that must be said in this video without getting too much into it, right? I'm going to just refer back to our main mission here, which is to get you tools to help you that universe is guiding me to in Earthworld, like the Thieves, which is an Earthworld product that's here, that's natural to help and assist you. Okay, so Thieves is a combination of certain bunch of essential oils that's coined the phrase of Thieves by Young Living. Now, doTERRA also has a similar product that is like the equivalent of this that I'm aware of, and that is also an antiviral. So these aren't the only 2 companies, but these are super high vibrational, and it's like you buy something from Walmart, you get Walmart quality. You get something that is from Nordstrom, you get Nordstrom quality. Same thing is true with these. You don't want to buy, even if they're a little more money, you want to invest in you, okay? Because that's the result that you're going to get. You invest in you from love, you're going to get the best result. It's about what you value. Do you value your health? Do you value the best product for you? Is your health worth it? Are you worth it? Right? Okay, so this is why universe guides me to these 2 oils, because they're heavy hitters. They're really good stuff. When you get sick and you don't feel good, they'll help you with not getting viruses, all right? Or help to prevent you from getting viruses, right? By using these particular oils, all right? Antiviral oils, Young Living, and doTERRA, right? The Thieves equivalent. All right, these will help you if you use these things. Now, what do? There's different ways to use it, but one of the easiest things that universe guides me to is to fill up half of a mason jar, and I usually use light olive oil because I like that, and I put 17 to 23 drops in there of my Thieves. I stir it up, I put it in the cabinet where it's dark when I'm not using it, and I dip my fingers in there and I rub it on the bottom of my feet. And I do that usually every morning and every evening, so that when I go out into the world, it helps keep the viruses off of me. It makes me less likely to get a virus, okay? That's what it does, okay? That's what it does for me, right? Many times when my kids were growing up and they were in school, all right, they said to me, or universe would say to me, oh, put your thieves on, put it on the kids. There's a stomach virus going around. And many times we wouldn't even get the stomach virus. The whole class would have it, right? But we wouldn't get it because my kids had the thieves on the bottom of their feet. When they came home, we put it on. And then when they had it, if they did get it, right, I would put it on 3 times a day minimum on the bottom of their feet. That mixture of thieves with my carrier oil, right? And if you don't know if that's good for your kids, you ask love. You ask God. If you think they're allergic to it, of course you're not going to give it to them, right? You're going to ask, and if you need to go to a doctor to make sure your kids are all right, then you do what the right thing to do is from love. You feel it in your heart, you ask source, okay? All right, so that said, this is one really great tip and tool to help you be more healthier for you and less likely to get viruses, as well as you could do this to work through the virus. The universe also tells me to put it on my feet 5 times a day throughout the day, right? Now, a day meaning when I wake up in the morning till I go to bed at night, all right? Throughout the day on 2 to 3 hour intervals, usually every couple hours, all right? Depending on how sick I am. I can tell you that I have had the flu for like 3 weeks straight with my kids one Christmas. This got to be like 5 years ago at least, right? And we used this and we put it on before it happened, and we didn't get nearly the horrific symptoms that it had, right, that the flu carries. Like, we only had the really bad symptoms for a day, and they weren't nearly as bad as normally they would probably be anywhere from 3 to 5 to 7 days, depending on where my immune system was. But this literally helps you across the board, will help to knock it out of you, lessen your time of being sick. And if you don't believe me, what do you fucking do? You do it, right? You ask source, hey God, hey love, should I do this? Check with your doctor first. If you want, it would be wisest to always ask your doctor so that your ass is covered, and so is mine, right? So, but like I said, this is the greatest stuff for you across the board to help you, one of the greatest, not the very greatest, but one of, the tools. And again, it depends on the virus, what's going on. But this is one of my favorites to help me and my children and my family not be sick and to prevent viruses in me. So fantastic stuff for the coronavirus. Make sure, though, that you check with your doctor on everything. And ultimately, you decide what's best for you with your best health care. Okay? All right, so that's it for today. We'll talk to you soon. All right, have a great night and much love to you, and I'll see you in a day or so. Bye.